Yo, what's good? It's your boy Derrick Branch here, SportsView360.com, covering the New Orleans Saints. And today I just want to talk about projecting the timeline of when we could possibly see Tyler Shough onto the football field. And recently, I came up with this theory on why Shough has not gotten onto the field and become the Saints, starting quarterback, he's second round pick and all that, pick at 40. And I think, as crazy as this sounds, and you may disagree with this, and that's fine, but as crazy as this sounds, I believe Kellen Moore, the rest of the team, the veterans, the front office, ownership, they feel as though, even though they're 0-4, they feel as though they can still get to the playoffs with Spencer Rattler as their QB. They still feel that way. And they're not out of it. They only played 4 games. Only 4 games into the season, going into the 5th. And they're not out of it yet. And a lot of y'all, and I don't blame you for feeling like this, felt like opportunity to seriously put yourself in the playoff conversation was lost in week 1. Some of y'all felt like it was lost in week 2 and 3. And I don't blame you for feeling that way, that this team is in a rebuild mode. But, you had a chance to beat Arizona week 1, and looking at it now, looking at Arizona's roster, well, their roster's really good, but it doesn't reflect on the field. They're not as, dangerous as I thought they were going to be. 49ers, you had a chance to beat the San Francisco 49ers when they're their most vulnerable, and they're still all vulnerable. Tonight they'll be playing without Brock Purdy and Juwan Jennings. You had a chance to beat them at their lowest point. That still didn't happen. You let Mac Jones look like he about to revitalize his career. Seattle is just what it is. Just got off to a bad start, and it just steamrolled from there. But they probably feel as though they have a shot, and I know they're probably looking at these next 3 games to seriously put themselves back in the conversation. But I say it like this, though. I told y'all this in the previous videos that I've made, is that how differently would we be talking about this team and that went 2-2. They beat the Cardinals, they beat the 49ers, go to Seattle, get the curb stomp, and go to Buffalo, had that type of outing against the Bills. I think a lot of people will feel really good about the team going forward if you're at 2-2, and then going into this game, you had a chance to go. So you play the Giants, the Patriots, and the Bears. You win those next 3 games, shoot, you 5-2. You know what I'm saying? And that's just a whole different perspective on this team. But you're not. And I feel as though, I think, I'm not putting down Spencer Rattler or Shough. I feel as though they're giving Spencer Rattler this game and possibly the next 2 games to show that he can be the long-term option. The starter for the entire season. Because if not, you lose this game against the Giants, I think they're going to go to Tyler Shough. They're going to go to Tyler Shough, man. The Patriots, out of the 3 games that's coming up, the Giants, Patriots, and the Bears, this is the only game, the Giants, playing against the Giants, I feel good. I feel really confident about the Saints winning. And possibly the Bears. But they can't, in Chicago, even though Seattle's a way better team than Chicago when they played them, I mean, if you get up, you can't get up. You can't. They can't afford to get up to another bad start on the road again. They can't. And hopefully, special teams get tightened up by then. You know what I'm saying? But I think they're giving Spencer Rattler these next couple of games to show something. To show something with that offense. You should be able to put some points up on the board against the New York Giants. You know what I mean? When you play the Patriots, this team should look a lot more, squared away, a little more buttoned up compared to what we saw these first 3 games of the season. And I know Kellen Moore is still learning on the job. I mean, he's learning on the job, but you want to see progress as we get deeper into the season. You know what I mean? As for Spencer Rattler, his 0-10 record is starting to get, more steam around the league. It's starting to become a national conversation. So he has to get a win, man. He has to start stacking wins, man. And I know this team is in the rebuild, but at the same time, I know fans want to see this team be more competitive, be more buttoned up, and start to win some football games. There's nothing wrong with it. I don't have an issue with fans wanting that, So, Tyler Shough, I think the leash is getting shorter on Spencer Rattler. And I know it's not all of his fault. It's not. But I think they're gonna give him these next couple of games to show something. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully he can get something done. Because if not, they're gonna go to Shough, I think. And I told y'all before, I'm not against Shough starting, and I'm not against Spencer Rattler starting. I really don't care. Because I feel as though deep down, either QB is an option. It's going to be a long-term option for this football team. But you never know. I hope they prove me wrong. Saints most likely going to have a top 10, top 5 pick in the draft unless they drastically turn things around with either one of these QBs. But we'll see. So there's that, man. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Do you think Tyler Shough's time as a starter is coming soon, or do you think Spencer Rattler is going to be, going to play the, for the vast, majority of the season? So let me know in the comment section below. I'm out. Peace.